Woke up, I look at the computer say, Floyd say, T.I. I'm like, what do you say me for? Now your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your I say fuck that nigga.
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. Show me one place in the federal guidelines where you can have 10 machine guns and get 1 year of community service and 1 year incarcerated.
T.I. is in an interrogation room talking. He's snitching. I thought we don't talk.
I'm the only one who's not offended by his brass approach, and he's not offended by mine. So, you know, we play rough, but we ain't no issue.
The long-standing feud between 50 Cent and T.I. has been one of hip-hop's most stubborn rivalries, years deep and still refusing to fade. Recently, 50 decided to pour gasoline on the fire yet again, publicly breaking down why he can't stand T.I. and why. In his eyes, Tip doesn't get the level of respect or love that true industry heavyweights receive. And of course, 50 didn't just say it. He used his music to make his point. There's a track where one line had the whole culture buzzing, everyone asking the same question. Was that a shot at T.I.? It all started when an interviewer pressed 50 about that one particular lyric that had social media spinning. You said you got the best lawyers in the game. Sound familiar? They asked. 50 smirked, admitting he does have a top-tier legal team. But he didn't stop there. He hinted that some rappers walk free under interesting circumstances, situations that make you wonder who's really solid and who might have folded under pressure. That's when things got spicy. Because for those who remember, T.I.'s past legal troubles made that line hit a little too close to home. When the interviewer asked him to break the line down, 50 didn't flinch. I got the best lawyers money can buy. They said it would have got me 10 or maybe 9. I said, how you explain how homie breeze? Said to keep your mouth shut or you eat the cheese. The crowd went silent. Everyone knew exactly who that sounded like. Still, 50 played coy, saying, I use real-life situations to make entertaining music, but if I had a problem, I'd be direct. Classic Fifth dropped the bomb, then act like it wasn't aimed at anyone specific, while the internet catches fire behind him. But when pushed harder, is that line about T.I.? 50 finally cracked that signature grin and said, absolutely. Then, like only 50 can, he added a little showmanship to the moment. I gave you 2 days of grace, just 'cause I was enjoying my birthday. It was vintage 50, calculated, confident, and cold-blooded. He turned a subtle jab into a spectacle, proving once again why he's the undisputed king of trolling in hip-hop. For him, every feud is business, and every bar is a paycheck. Man, it's Saturday. Sunday's right around the corner, which means Monday's creeping up fast. And Monday? That's payday. 50 Cent don't play when it comes to money. He said, we want that bread up front, number 90-day stack, no delays, just cash. Then he joked about borrowing 1,000 from himself just to flex. Give me 1,000, he laughed, and you'll get your money when I get mine. That's classic 50, turning even business talk into entertainment. Then, like a movie scene, he switched gears and told his wild story about Snoop Dogg pulling up backstage with some serious smoke. Yo, this ain't even regular weed, 50 said. I was high just breathing the air. Snoop walks in all chill, asking if 50 needs anything. And then suddenly, the promoter walks in flashing money. The vibe flips instantly. 50 knew right then somebody was about to ask for a cut. After the show, sure enough, folks start talking about, yo, you gotta give me something. 50's like, what? Why you ain't get that from the promoter? Straight savage mode. This ain't on me. It's on them. But I'll help you get it. That's how 50 operates. Business first, jokes later. Every story turns into a masterclass in confidence and control. And if you're ever thinking about beefing with 50 Cent, don't. Seriously, don't even try it. The man is the king of petty. He forgets nothing and forgives nobody. Just this morning, he jumped on Instagram to post a clip of T.I. admitting he snitched on his late cousin to beat a gun charge. The internet went nuclear. Keep your mouth shut or you eat the cheese. You so tough. 50 captioned it, reviving one of his coldest bars. The timing was brutal and strategic. When 50 moves, it's never random. It's always war with a smile. For anyone wondering where this tension started, it goes way back. Years ago, 50 posted a clip of T.I. promoting Crime Stoppers, the same T.I. the streets once called a real one. That video tore through hip-hop like wildfire. Tip tried to play it cool, even challenging 50 to a Versus battle. But 50 shut that down immediately, telling him to respectfully stay in his lane. There were even rumors T.I. wanted a role on Power, but 50 blocked it. No fake energy allowed. Since then, the Cold War's been ongoing, with every post and comment turning into another headline. And right now, T.I. can't catch a break. He's being clowned online, betrayed by old friends like Boosie, and dragged across timelines left and right. Then, in a desperate twist, he tried to challenge 50 to that Versus battle again, thinking maybe he could spin the narrative back in his favor. But 50, being 50, shut it down before it even started. "We ain't doing that," he said flatly. Just like that, game over. Once again, 50 Cent reminded everybody why he's one of the most dangerous men in hip-hop, not just on the MIC, but in the art of psychological warfare. T's been begging for smoke that 50 Cent clearly don't plan on giving him. What started as a friendly Versus challenge has turned into a one-sided war of words, with T.I. doing everything he can to get 50's attention. He even tried to downplay 50's legacy, claiming the only reason he's as big as he is because of that New York bias, the birthplace of hip-hop. T.I. said if 50 was from the Midwest, he'd just be Nelly. Yeah, he actually said that. Now, aside from the geography lesson nobody asked for, T's comparison made zero sense. Nelly's got one diamond album, while 50's debut went diamond and built a whole empire in the process. This ain't just about sales, it's about impact. 50 didn't just drop hits, he changed how the rap game moved. Meanwhile, T's out here fact-checking album plaques like it's gonna change the scoreboard. 50, being the king of petty, didn't even respond with bars. He hit back with receipts. He reposted that old Crime Stoppers video where T's encouraging people to call the cops, and the internet went nuclear. T.I. tried to spin it, saying it was outdated and in poor taste. But by then, the damage was done. You can't beef with 50 Cent and have a snitch commercial floating around. That's like bringing a water gun to a shootout. T.I. doubled down.
We were friends. And I was actually in conversation with one of them, and they was around him, so they said they left. I didn't tell them to get him on the phone, and he didn't tell them to get me on the phone. It was just dead, and it's like, yo, you just need to talk to him because you don't know where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and we get into it, and I mean, he had a lot of legitimate points. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you're going through something and it's like the press will ask you questions about things, when they'll ask other artists that are relevant to the culture things about artists that
just current.
Yeah, that are just going through something, and your response impacts harder than it would at any other point.
Yeah, as we all saw on Twitter, like that one little thing, it started a whole new, people talking crazy.
Right, and then you get the people who want to fight instead. So, like, they'll start to champion that. Like, yeah, go. And then when they find out that it's not gonna actually happen, and I'm the source of where they find out that, they go, oh, they try to make the fight again. They try to say, oh, he's scared.
Right. Just throw more fuel on the flame, basically.
So, like me, to be, when you know me, to back down.
Writing a long caption claiming he never gave info to law enforcement and even dragged Supreme's name into it, asking if 50 could say the same. But that just made it worse. The more T.I. explained, the less people believed him. He was fighting a battle 50 already won just by hitting post. And to make it even more awkward, T.I. tried to turn the whole thing into a catalog competition, saying he'd body 50 in a Versus. But if we're being real, this isn't a matchup. It's a mismatch. 50's catalog built pop culture moments. T's catalog built nostalgia. There's levels to this. And right now, T's looking like he's talking to himself while 50's somewhere laughing with a drink in his hand. Pull up, bring that energy. It's Saturday. Sunday, Monday's right around the corner, and that's payday. Ain't no waiting for 90 days. We want the paper Monday. B, don't come with half a stack. Give me the whole bag. I'll even borrow $1,000 for the flex. Give me 1,000. I laugh. You get yours when I get mine. That's classic 50, business mixed with stunting, turning everything into entertainment and leverage. Then he flips to that backstage story like a movie. Snoop rolls in, smoke everywhere, not regular weed, that gas that hits you just by breathing. Promoter walks in flashing money. Vibes change instantly. After the set, folks want a piece, asking, you gotta give me something. 50's like, why you ain't get it from the promoter? This ain't on me. He'll help you collect, but don't make it his problem. That's how the whole scene reads. If you thinking about beef with 50 Cent, don't. The man is petty, methodical, and remembers everything. He jumped on Instagram and resurrected that Crime Stoppers clip of T.I., and the internet exploded. Keep your mouth shut or you eat the cheese, he captioned, reviving one of his coldest lines. Timing was surgical. When 50 moves, it's calculated. He turns receipts into nuclear content and watches a fallout. Where did this even start? Years back, 50 posted that T.I. Crime Stoppers clip, and it lit the fuse. Tip tried to retort, even tried pressing for versus, but 50 shut that down fast. Respectfully stay away. Rumors even floated that T.I. wanted on Power, and 50 blocked that too. Since then, it's been online warfare, posts, jabs, and petty wins traded like chess moves. T's having a rough stretch, betrayed by folks he trusted in getting clown on timelines. Then T.I. publicly challenges again. Pull up with 20 records. Sit across from me. Let's get it. He keeps pushing. Bring Dre. Bring Eminem. Bring G-Unit. Come see the king. His talking Southern pride, Mason-Dixon energy, calling himself King of the South and daring New York to test it. It's a public provocation. Set the date. Set the time. Stop the talk and bring action. Either 50 answers or T.I. picks somebody else. But T.I. wants the smoke and is shouting that challenge loud enough for the whole internet to hear. Say no more. That's exactly how T.I. closed it out, with that king energy like he's ready for war. He said is down to go live, to make this public, raw, and unfiltered. Millions watching, real pressure. His talking about flying out same night, looking for a jet, crashing 50's birthday party just to commandeer his celebration. And when you start using words like commandeer, that's when you know a man means business. T.I. wants smoke, all of it. He's tired of the slick talk from up north, all those quiet shots New York's been taking at the South for years. His saying enough is enough. I'm the king down here, he declared. Don't go around me. Don't talk to nobody but me. He wants it official, Atlanta versus New York. No middlemen. No politics. Just catalog against catalog, king against king. And is daring anyone from up top to respond. 50, G-Unit, whoever thinks they can carry New York's flag. Bring it on, he says. Let's see who really got the action. It's not just a challenge, it's a statement. A Southern declaration that the days of New York calling the shots are over. T.I. poured up, took a shot, and doubled down. Now it's all eyes on 50. Will he respond, or will he let this one ride? Because if he does step outside, you know it's going to be fireworks. 2 Titans, 2 coasts, 1 MIC. What's your take on this tension between T.I. and 50 Cent? Drop your thoughts in the comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what comes next. This one's far from over.